sideways.
Okay.
And that's on this shoulder, and then on this one is the rip from the Pau Peralta skateboard. Yeah, look at that, man. That's sick. And what's up, Sucka? We got tonight. We got a special guest in the house tonight with me. My boy Shane Estillore Shane, tattoo artist extraordinaire. You're from Arizona, aren't you, Shane?
Yep, Tucson, Arizona.
Introduce yourself, man.
My name's Shane Estillore.
How tall are you? How long you been tattooing, man?
I've been tattooing most of my life, but not really professionally, but it's always been part of my hustle. I just kind of got serious.
Okay, and who'd you bring with you today, Shane?
I brought Alyssa Maldonado. She's my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend?
That's my girlfriend.
And you're not all tatted
At
up.
this current moment.
Well,
Oh,
and then, wait, you're not all tatted up at the current moment, or?
he just gave me one tattoo
Oh
of my
shit!
brother.
Wow, that's dope. I noticed you specialize in portraits, kind of, right?
Yeah, that's my thing. I love them. I love faces.
How long you been tattooing, man?
So I started when I was like 15, 16, somewhere around there. But like I was always tatting in prison, so it was never like.
Wait, hold on. You jumped way ahead.
Sorry.
You jumped way ahead. I was always tatting in prison. Okay.
Yeah.
How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
My first tattoo, I was probably like 14.
When you got one?
Yeah, when I got one.
Where'd you get it?
A little RIP right here.
So one of your homies died or something? You in a gang?
Yeah.
You in a gang in Arizona?
Arizona, yeah. I mean, I'm not like an active gang member,
yeah, but you were running around with a bunch of knuckleheads.
Gang, yeah.
Was it an organized gang, or was it a bunch of dudes from the hood were just looking out for the hood?
I mean, we're kind of like raising it, like in I don't know, like we they're still active to this day. You know what I'm saying? And then they.
Oh, really? It's still a gang that exists. Right?
It's a gang that exists and it's still active. But I mean, as far as like me contributing to crime, no, not at all.
But
like,
I'm sure if they're in Arizona.
But yeah, they're in Arizona. And my crimes were all gang related. They were all like,
oh really?
Yeah, they were all
you and your homies doing some shit,
some cribs, shooting some fools from from park, like just different neighborhoods and shit like that.
Wow, man! And you were doing that at 14?
13.
At 13.
13 was my first time. I got charged as an adult, juvenile prison.
13, you got charged
as adult. Then
you got charged as an adult for doing. When you get charged as an adult, it ain't like for shoplifting or shit like that. You did some real shit.
Shooting at some cribs.
Shooting at?
Yeah.
Or shooting?
I shot at them, but I didn't hit nobody.
Good thing you were a bad shot at 13, huh?
Yeah. I was thankful. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. At the time, I was kind of like nervous because I was like, damn, like I don't know. That's just things you don't hope for. Like if it happened. I mean,
what do you mean? It was a drive-by, or you were at a party and got into it with some dudes and pulled out a gun?
it was one of those things that they were gonna jump me at the basketball court, and I was just like, I wasn't going for that. So I kind of like
fucking at the basketball
saw
court.
my
Able to hear
opportunity,
about it, right?
Seen a bunch of cribs, and I was like, pulled up on them and just kind of let off in the crowd and shit.
Really, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, and luckily
that was my first charge.
Just shut your eyes and went off, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, right. Yeah, you know what? Nobody's gonna get out of here.
All of you.
Yeah, missed them all.
I was like, what happened? I was in jail.
Just ran off.
Shit.
Damn, dude. So and everyone knew, right? I guess everyone just snitched on you.
We're all little kids.
You were shamed.
And they asked me if I did it, and I was all proud. I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know about the law.
They said, turn around. I was like, what?
I was like, hell yeah, where am I going?
You're a big dude, though. But were you a big dude back then, or were you just a little punk ass kid?
I was a little fucking knucklehead, just
little thug.
Dirt bag.
Really running around the hood, just.
I was, up to no good.
And
lost.
so when you did that, how much time did they give you for that?
So I was in and out because my whole thing was like self-defense because they were trying to say that like
they knew it was gang related.
Yeah, they were saying since I was so small, I was outnumbered, that it was like one of those things. So that was like part of my defense. So I was fighting it. Then they put me on JIPs.
Hold on. What's JIPs?
Juvenile intensive probation.
Okay, so you were out, you were free.
I did a little bit of time like
before you made bond
until they let you out because it's your first charge and you're a little kid.
Yeah,
so they don't want to like
because you
hammer down on you.
Potential to be a good guy.
There's potential.
Yeah,
and so they let you out on JIPs and then you kind of fight it. But that whole time I'm out, I'm like, still at it.
Bragging now. You got street cred now, huh?
I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for some more victims.
Yeah, let them fuck with me again. You know what I'll do, right?
And then so I I was get like catching more cases. I went on the run. I fucking got caught with more.
When you were
guns.
13, you were catching more cases? And
No,
going
no.
on
When
the
they
run?
let me out. So when they let me out, like we're at school and I had like a sawed off, and then so I went on the run for that.
You were at school with the sawed off?
Yeah, like my homeboy.
What class was that in?
Well, my homeboy stole a laptop, so he
So you need a sawed off. Okay,
so,
if you're
yeah,
stealing laptops,
so
you
we
gotta have a
switched.
sawed
Yeah,
off.
we switched out for a laptop and a sawed off, and then we're like, let's go put in some work with
You
this.
get in the tech world. I
Yeah.
get in the tech 9 world, motherfucker.
I was like, let me get that.
Yeah.
Just little dumb shit like that, and then like so I went on
Little
the
dumb
run.
shit like that. But what year was that?
This all happened, so I caught my number like 2001.
That's when I got out.
Yeah.
So I was 32 years old, getting out, changing my life, and you were just starting, just starting to be a knucklehead
Yeah.
going in, huh?
I didn't know what I was doing. Like I
What
didn't see no wrong in what I was doing because
Oh, you
my
were in it.
household, how I grew up, like
Oh, your family
you
would-
don't realize it. No, not that my family's in the gangs, because they're not. It's more like the household I grew up in. Like we grew up in a broken home, so like we didn't know like anything else, until you get older. That's when I was like, all right, something's a little off.
Were
here.
your mom and dad in the house?
Like, yeah, my dad, he's from the Philippines, so he's kind of like
Okay.
different culture.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you know
And he's
Tagalog?
real strict.
You
No,
speak
I
Tagalog?
don't speak it. But they do.
I was in the Philippines for a few months.
Oh, for real?
And when
Oh,
I was in
cool.
the Navy,
Oh, okay.
I learned the cuss words.
But no, like Calibong and shit like that.
Puteng ina mo and tahe and then you
Yeah.
balat, balut.
And yeah, so my dad, he's real strict, and my mom, she kind of out of there. She's not really like all there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we grew up like that. So I was always in the streets.
Are you the oldest child, or do you have brothers
No,
and
no,
sisters?
I got older sister, and then I got brothers. I even got like brothers that are disabled. So we really didn't grow up like we were just all the way out of there. Like everybody
Everything.
was just trying to get out. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then so
And you lived in a little house, a big house?
little house, and it happened so fast that you don't have time to process. Like I didn't process what I was doing. Like it was just your habit of your
Creature of your environment.
your
it's-
environment. You know what I'm saying? You're just acting out. So I was just acting out. That's when I got older. I was like, the hell's wrong with me? So that's
So you say you joined a gang. Did they jump you in, or you just started hanging out with
No,
the homies?
I got quoted by the homie Bone, and he was he's in there doing life, but he caught his like body at like 13. His whole family's all in there for murder.
Hold on, you jumped.
Oh, sorry.
You got quoted. You got what? Quoted?
Oh, we call it quoted.
Quoted.
Yeah, heads up. It wasn't by a bunch of people.
Okay, they
Yeah,
don't. What they do here, they call it backdooring you.
Okay, yeah. It's called quoted, but it can be like that. It could be fucking a few people, but we were catching charges so young that like I mean they
Like-
already know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Just go heads up. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you got a little squab game,
yeah,
and then
so
you're in.
yeah. So we just went heads up.
Some of these motherfuckers just
Knock
put
me
in a
out of
soup
shit.
in the spread, and they were in.
No, but I mean we were already putting in work, so
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It's kind of easy to
They
be.
just confirmed it.
Yeah, it's not like I'm trying to be part of your gang. Like man, we are kind of the people. You know, we are the gang.
And
shit.
these other dudes that you were beefing with, it just been a few that just goes on because y'all are over here, and these are your other those other
We
dudes
don't-
over
we
there.
don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, but
We
just
don't
because
know. We
the
just-
dudes in the neighborhood told you this is
Yeah.
what we do.
Well, I mean, they just Crips. We just knew they were the enemy. So
Did you have to get a tattoo to represent your hood?
no, you don't have to.
Did
you
you?
can do whatever you want.
Did you?
Hell yeah, I chose to do all that shit.
But so, and then when you got locked up, did they seg you for that?
What do you mean?
Like you go to segregation because you're gang related, right? When you get there, or
No,
that
you
street gang didn't matter.
No, you get points added to your whole thing.
So your security level
You
is
get points. So like your age determines your security level. So if you're young, it goes up. If you're in a gang, it goes up. If your crimes are gang related, it goes up. So those are all points added up. Once they get to a certain point system, you go
Win?
to a higher yard.
You lose. That's weird, right?
So
You-
it's
you
like
lose.
your points are going up, and yeah, you're losing, but to us, we're like winning.
Yeah.
You know, we're like hell yeah, we're hard. You know what I'm saying? Or
So how much time did you do from 13 to what?
that one? I ended up doing altogether. I did 3 years on that one.
Oh, so like then you got
Yeah.
out like at 16,
I got out at 18.
at 18.
18, yeah.
You spread out all through 5 years, 3 years,
Well,
you're going in and out.
Yeah, I was in and out, fighting in on probation, just all kinds of.
And
shit.
then you went to big boy prison or what?
Then I was out for like a year, and then I blasted some fool from another gang, and then I did 10 and a half on that.
That'll
one.
get you locked up again, huh?
Yeah,
they
so
frown
I
on that
was-
type of shit in Arizona too.
What's that?
Shooting motherfuckers. My bad.
Nah, they were just the way they seen it is my crimes are progressing. They said that I'm progressing like as a criminal.
You're getting more violent.
Yeah, like I'm getting more like I'm not learning. Before they try to help me and said like, oh, there's a chance he can still make it. And then they see me and they're like, oh, he ain't gonna make it.
Were you getting tattoos at the same time?
Yeah.
On your face?
Little ones, not.
That's not a good look to show up to court with either. Just in general, right?
Yeah, well, when I caught my when I did catch that case, like my whole neck was all blasted, like I had my head tattoos, like so I was kind of like
let my hair grow out.
I was stigmatized, like it was kind of stacked against me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then what did they give you when you finally got big boy prison time?
10.5 years on that one.
They give you 10.5?
Yeah, they gave me 10.5.
Ouch. And when in Arizona time, do you do most of your time?
Yeah, you do 85%.
85 like the feds.
But I did all that.
You did the whole 10.5?
I did the whole 10.
You said you ain't letting me go early.
Yeah, I got out at 30 years old.
You went in at 18 and
no, actually, I take that back. I got out at 19, and so I barely turned 30 when I got out. So I went in at 19 and got out at 29. So and then I was out for a little bit and I turned 30.
And have you been back since?
Just little small charges.
Nothing
major.
Yeah, but you learned. Do you feel like you've learned your lesson?
Well, that was one of my biggest obstacles is that I used to say that to myself. I used to speak to myself and say, I don't give a fuck. You know, I go to prison and shit like that. And then I realized like I was putting that shit in my head. And then when I did go back again, I was like, I give a fuck. I was like, I do give a fuck. I was like, damn. I was like, this shit sucks. I was like, what the hell we been doing?
Oh, that's one
like,
of the worst.
It was weird. It was like, it was weird. It was like not the same. It was different. Like I'm too grown. Got too much going on. Like yeah.
You were maturing. When you first go in, it's bad. Don't get me wrong. It's terrible. But when you go back, it's worse because I feel like I know me when I got out. I still do to this day have dreams that I'm back in there.
Yeah.
And it's horrible and I don't have a bond and I don't even know what I'm here for and no one wants to, I can't make a phone call and it's weird in my dreams. That's what's going on. And I can imagine going back right now and I would just be there like, oh, did I do this to myself again, dude?
Yeah,
like,
it is a fear because it's like you just climbed a big obstacle.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, you got to climb that obstacle again. That's what it feels like. So it's like when you go through something one time, it's like, all right, man, I did it. You know what I mean? But then it's like, oh, I shouldn't be going through this same shit again. Like,
nah, dude.
Those times were for those times. Like, you should be learning other things, not like, you know, like it's just meant for that.
And then when you do go in there, you meet some old school cats. You know, you meet some old dudes that's their whole life. And they seem like cool dudes, but they don't know how to stay out of prison. They just keep being knuckleheads when they're out. And you just kind of look at them and go, I don't want that to be me, dude. Like, please don't let that be my retirement plan right there.
Yeah.
You know, these dudes, and a lot of them, that's what it is. They don't know anything else.
Yeah, they really don't. Yeah.
Their family dies when they're in there. Like, their mom who looked out for them, and now they're 50, 60 years old, and their mom finally died. And it's weird. Their parents will hang on into their 80s trying to watch Mijo change their life, and they don't, you know?
Yeah.
And you just go, fuck, dude. I don't want to be that dude. And that's what scares me the most about just going in there and everyone in my family dying if some shit happened, you know, and being in there for a long time. Because now, Texas, I don't know if you know about Texas, bro. Texas ain't bullshit neither. Texas will make you do decades, bro.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is a prison state. I know, like Texas, California, Arizona, those are all big prison states. So they're big. Those are big corporations behind that shit.
And so when did you start tattooing, though?
So when I went in again this time, or for the 10.5 bid, that's when I kind of got serious.
Oh, you weren't really
no,
tattooing?
I was like hustling, and then I was tatting. So I had like, I was just doing whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever they taught me. And then when I went in is when I kind of got serious. I was like, damn, this is like the only skill I have. Like let me perfect it a little bit or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just kind of just stuck with that.
You were searching for a career in your head too,
man,
right?
Something.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't gonna be no doctor.
Yeah.
I knew my chances were slim. My windows were closing.
Not a good doctor, at least.
Yeah, not a. I knew I didn't have many options like that.
I don't know the days too.
I don't know. I couldn't. I wasn't no construction work. I had no skills. My education was really bad. Like right now, I could speak all right, but I couldn't speak. Before I couldn't tell you shit. The only thing I could say was,
"Ooh, what's up, dog? What's up,
what's up, food?" Yeah, I get mad and I'll just be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, dude. One of my homeboys, you know, I went to prison for robbing jewelry stores, right? And one of my homeboys, man, he had done more than what I did, and he had aggravated assaults and all the shit, and he was on parole. And they gave him 35 years aggravated. He did 17 and a half years. And when he got out, bro, and this dude is a good-looking dude, green eyes, real weirdo Mexican dude, but real weirdo. You know, he was all fit after all that time in there. This dude, you didn't even want to talk to him. You didn't even want him to open his mouth in public, bro. He
so
just
behind.
Yes, prison talk bad. Say, fool, say, dog, look at them snow bunnies over there, dog, man. Shit, fool, we gonna be out on the cut tonight. And I was like, Mark, bro, they're fucking from law school. Those are my law school friends, you know.
With their kids,
yeah,
down.
dude. And he would just,
I don't give a fuck.
It was bad, and I kept telling him like, no one talks like that over here, bro. Like it sounds cool to some people. Yeah, but it over here when we hang, they're gonna go, Mark just got out. Okay, let's get the fuck away from this fucking dude. Like he's freaking me out. And I know my little brother's a cop. You know, my sister's an RN. My other sister is a vice principal or just retired. She was a vice principal. And I hang around with lawyers, and I got some friends that are doctors and professional athletes and stuff. And I went to Central Catholic, and I went to SAC for a little bit, and then I went to the Navy. So I know some people that are professionals and stuff. And then you get your buddy that just got out, who you know is a good dude, but he doesn't.
Like, you know he's a good dude, but other people don't know he's a good dude.
Other people don't know, and he isn't acting like he is either.
You rooted for him. You just like, you good dude.
Yeah,
You good
dude. And they'll freak out, like, but I bet you get that reaction a lot.
What's that?
That people look at you and go, who's this motherfucker? Like you're a beautiful girl. When you're out with him, they're probably going, should we call 911? Is he kidnapping?
Blink twice.
But I mean, I bet you get looks like, rowdy, right?
I mean, for the most part, but I think once people meet me, they can see that it's genuine, and then, you know what I mean, they can see me for me, because I try not to hide who I really am. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, my circumstances were
so you like usually shoot one person right when you walk in the place. Just,
that's it.
I shoot motherfuckers just to let y'all know that's who I really am.
We grew up like very differently, but our values are the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we have the same values.
That's with me and my girlfriend. You know, we
just pick a person for, like, you see them for who they are.
Yeah, once you get to know them. Once you get to know them, but you look crazy as a motherfucker. I mean,
I think so.
But like, let me ask you this: when you get pulled over, do you feel like, fuck, I might be in the situation?
I mean,
do you feel like that?
No, he actually gets along with the cops. He gets along.
I don't know why, but they do, like.
A lot of people love
I get
him.
it.
I don't know why.
They backtrack because
maybe
they're
because
expecting you
to
be that, but when you're not, they're like, thank God he's not. Let me be super cool with him back. And if it keeps going that way, they're like, wow. It just blew my whole perception of what was about to happen.
They're like,
because I'm not disrespectful. I'm not disrespectful. Like, they pull up on me, and I'll talk to them like a regular person. Like, what's up, man? And I think they get it. Maybe they could see that. I don't know.
Yeah, but I bet it's got to feel like something you could type.
Tighten
right
up
here.
the elbow right there.
Okay.
You got to feel like something potentially could go down. Like if you get the wrong.
Maybe if I was like in a different place in life, they can read that, and maybe they're picking up on that.
Like
they can see I'm in a good place, so they're like, it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. He's changed.
Let's hope
he looks like he's changed.
Yeah, he looks very changed.
Like, does this look like a face that changed?
He looks like a good guy.
You know what? You should be able to sprinkle some flies on you like that, dude. Put a Sally Struthers poster like that and just cry, dude. You can bring a tear, drop some trash on the ground.
For real.
Dude, I got stopped at... I didn't get stopped. Well, I smoked a little puff of my little weed before I got to HEB the other day. Mm-hmm. And like you should do before you shop at HEB. And I went in and bought some stuff and came out and
some snacks.
And then this cop, well, he's not even a cop. He's one of there's a blazer in the parking lot that says K9, and the dude was walking behind me. I was like, this motherfucker walking behind me for it. And I felt my pocket and I had my little bit of weed still in my pocket. I said, God dang, you know. And then once I did my alarm for my car, he said, hey man, is that your car? I was like, yeah. He goes, you want to tell me why it smells so strongly of marijuana? I was like, ugh, and I had already felt the weed in my pocket. So I was like, because I smoke weed. And he was like, well, you know, I got the dogs over here. We can find it if you got more in the car and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you tripping, bro. Like, I'm at HEB. Like, what's going on here, dude? And I said, you know what, dude? And I got my little pipe and said, here you go, bro. There's your big bust. There's your big bust, bro. What you gonna do? And he was like, give me your ID. And he wrote down my information, said, if you come back, I'm going to arrest you for trespassing. And I said, shit, bro, I just moved into this neighborhood. This is my HEB, bro. You take care of your fucking business, dude. I'm going to take care of mine. I'm coming back, bro. I ain't driving across town because I smoke weed.
I like this HEB.
Yeah, dude. I'm not going in. But but I was like, really, dude? Like, you're in the parking lot sniffing fucking people's cars? Is that what you're fucking doing? Like, those are the dudes that scare me, that if I had tattooed my face, that I would be worried that those dudes would be like, what's up, motherfucker? And, that's what, and those dudes are everywhere.
Yeah.
Those dudes are everywhere, man.
I don't know. I just kind of, I don't really pay attention as much because I don't have like anything, no hidden agenda.
No.
So I don't have nothing to worry about. I'm like all legit.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I feel like I'm hiding that I've been to prison from him when I get pulled over.
He forgets how he looks too.
Yeah, I do. I do. That is true. Yeah.
Every once in a while you get the mirror and you're okay.
I'll pull up to a conversation.
My bad. Everyone's in the corner all scared and shit.
I'll pull up to a conversation. I'll be like, yeah, dude, yeah, fuck yeah. And then I'm like looking, I'm like, oh shit, I don't fit here.
when I first met you, you didn't have the forehead tattoo, or I think you had this. And you were getting your forehead, your top of your head done because you had hair.
No, I have had the top of my head.
Oh, okay, because you cut your hair. You had trenzas, you had braids, right, at that time, right?
I had longer hair.
That's right. And you've changed. Your look has changed a little bit, And so when you get your face tattooed, man, is that like a major decision when you go, today, I don't know if I should do, do you go, hey, babe, do you think? And you go, well, maybe the 2, but not the 9. I don't know. Like, what do you?
I think he would have looked. I told him he would look good with his forehead tattooed, but not his. I don't want him to get any more on.
No more on the face.
No.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I've been thinking for a long time, part of my life, and you know how it's just through certain times you just act on it, and I just kind of like, so it comes easy. The decision, it's not like. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
just another day.
Just
hey, I want to go drink a beer.
Like, damn, I was gonna do this then. I should do it now. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, well, fuck it, just fuck it now.
And it's more like symbolic. Like, he's not just getting tattoos.
Everything has a meaning to it.
Yeah. Oh, this one's very significant too, and I did it like that for a reason. So it is to bring bring awareness to the gang culture, but it's not for. I don't promote violence. Like, I don't promote that at all. I don't promote gangbanging. I don't promote being out there being stupid. I don't promote none of that. I don't stand by it and nothing, But I do promote people that came from a real place, real circumstances, been through real struggles, and setting a standard. Yeah. So it's like I want to be the face of that, set that standard. You know what I mean?
That's badass.
And because I'm proud of it. I really am. I'm proud of it, and that's what it is to me. So I don't want it to come across like, oh, you out here, like you ain't changed.
Representing gang culture.
Yeah, I do represent my people, and when they see me, they see themselves. And it don't matter who you from, what gang you from, you see me, you see yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that could have been you made it. So that's, and not saying I made it, because I didn't, but I'm just saying like, you have the opportunities and you have everything at your disposal so that you can.
You can make it. Yeah. Who's to say that you can? Yeah, exactly. Only you can.
Yeah. So that to me, that's why it's very
wrenching somewhere too. I've seen that happen, but
so that's what is very significant for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to bring that across until I meet someone and tell them and explain it. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I remember when I first met you over at Feed McCopia's, over the one on
shout out Mike and Silo.
Yeah, shout out to Mikey.
We love you.
Silo. At the one on Military. And I remember I was driving and I had clipped that guy's mirror to his truck, and that's another shop owner. Turned out the dude happened to own the shop around the corner. I didn't even know on the highway. I clipped his mirror.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah,
I clipped his mirror with my truck, and I pulled into the parking lot over there, and you and Mo, that dude jumped out, followed me in there and jumped out wanting to fight me. Well, he wanted me to give him money. It's the South Side. The South Side doesn't work by regular rules. He was like, hey, dude, you hit my mirror. I was like, yeah, I know. And he was like, what's up? And I go, well, shit, I got insurance, dude. And he was like, no, man, you're going to pay me. I was like, what? And he was like, no, you're going to pay me. And I was like, I'm going to get in my pocket and give you cash? And he was like, yeah, you are, motherfucker. I just got this truck painted. And I was like, oh, no, that's not going to happen. I was like, we'll touch everything in this parking lot before I fucking give you $1 out of my pocket, bitch. I'm a dangerous Mexican. I'm like a superhero. I got insurance. So fuck you. Here we go. Call him. And he was like, nah, man, you're going to pay me, dude. You ain't leaving until you pay me. And that's when I said, you know what, wait here. And I went inside and I said, hey, I'm about to get into it with this dirty outside, and this dude was tattooing, and they jumped up real quick and came out to beat up this dude. And you want us to fuck him up? And I was like, yes, I do, but don't do it. But I was like, I don't look like I said, beat him up. And I was just like, if I start fighting him and I start losing, then y'all can get him and beat him up. And then he was like, well, I got to go finish his tattoo. And so he went back in, and Mo stayed out there, and that dude was all pissed. And then Mo made him back up, and I split. And the dude said that I did a hit and run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dude that said I did a hit and run, they dropped our insurance, fucking asshole. But yeah, shit like that. That's what I remember. I was like, this dude, he looked crazy. But then when I got to talking to him later, he was like a nice guy.
Yeah.
You just like,
I mean, I am. I consider myself that. I don't consider myself like how people might perceive me. Like, I mean, yeah, I could hold my own, and I did my whatever. But as far as like me as a person, like I consider myself, pretty decent, normal.
And that's one thing I noticed about a lot of dudes locked up. A lot of them try to be funny dudes before they try to be tough dudes. They want to laugh and have a good time and be funny and be jokesters, but then they cross that line somewhere with another big crazy dude, and then they're fighting, and then they got to go back to being tough guys. That's what happens a lot in prison.
Yeah.
And I could see like, I bet that dude outside would be a different dude. He wants to joke and have a good time, but as soon as
you always got to remember like where you're at,
and what you say. You say, bitch, and what bitch? All of a sudden, everyone's like, I'm not a bitch, and you're like, dude, we were playing, But yeah, but I've met a lot of dudes like that, so I could see how a lot of people would have the wrong perception of you just by seeing you.
Yeah.
But I've learned that with a lot of tattoo artists here. A lot of them are artists.
Yeah.
They're more, and I've seen your fucking black and gray. Your portraits are sick, dude.
Thank
you. Sick, dude. There's really, I don't know who else is doing stuff like that, like you're doing here, man. Your black and gray portraits are just insane, dude. Look him up. What would they look you up under? What social media are you on?
It is my last name. It's kind of long, so I don't know. It's kind of hard. Estillore Shane. But it's also the Reps tattoo. So there's like a few.
And that's on what, like Instagram?
There's like
Snapchat.
Instagram.
Do you do all those?
Facebook. Like if you look my name up, like you could see my Instagram.
Yeah, man. And that's
and it leads you to like my other pages, like my
were
shop
you
pages.
doing that in prison?
What's that? Portraits?
Those portrait tattoos?
I was doing I've been doing portraits most of my life, but because of the everybody gets pictures in there and they'll get their kids. And,
I saw some, and some were horrible, dude.
They love their kids, their wife, or whoever, somebody important to them, and to me that's why it was so important. So that's how I learned. I got real good with the eye. Like I just started observing, and it's important to you. So it's like it's important to me. I can't fuck this up. Like this is your son, this is your daughter, this is somebody significant. So I just kept at it through the years, and so now a portrait is like it comes natural. You know what I mean? Like I like it.
Faces.
But I like the connection. I like it. I really do. I like it because when you get in a portrait, you're getting somebody important. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've seen some cross-eyed celebrities, and
it's all about the eyes, right?
Dude, some people can't do the eyes and the nose or something.
I don't know. Yeah,
I've seen the people that couldn't do faces because I see some people do some badass drawings of different things, and then they did like they gave them a picture, and they would do them on illustration boards, in prison, and they would or on handkerchiefs, and I was like, the Hills have eyes. That's you. That's who you live with. Like that's your family. Nah, man, the Adams family. Like people be fucked up, and I was like, what'd you think? I don't know. I don't want to say nothing. Is that your mom? Like I don't want to say. She looks
like
fucked
those
up.
pictures that they take the tattoo that they did and they put it like on a real picture.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I think those are funny.
People would fuck them up, man.
But I think it's more like it's art to them. It's just like another thing of art. But I mean, for me, it's like that's all I've been doing is portraits. So I think that's why I kind of got it on lock right there.
And
so,
I mean?
Like, it's not just like
what's the Instagram name?
Estillore Shane.
Estillore, how do you spell Estillore?
Estillore.
Estillore, that's a Filipino.
That's name? From the Philippines. Yeah.
Estillore, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, Philippines.
I think you're making that up.
Yeah. I saw it in the GQ magazine. I'm capitalizing off of his life.
So I had to change my name to Estillore. So man, that's good. That's badass. That you're and you charge more for portraits, probably, right? Than the average going in and say, I want this stick figure of whatever.
I mean, as of now, right now in my life, I charge like.
You don't do an hourly rate.
No,
it's by this tattoo.
Yeah, I charge for the tattoo. Yeah.
And you get like hers. You said, let me see that one you just got. Dude, look at that.
That's her brother that
My
passed.
brother that passed away.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That is sick. And look how soft that shading is on it.
Yeah. And he
See,
has a very light hand.
When that's the rumor. That's the rumor going around the South Side. Military. But it almost looks like that tattoo like felt good to get. See, when you see something like that, it looks like it's soft. Cause I know some people are like, dude, this dude was killing me, you know. And I'm like, damn. Because my last tattoo I got in the Philippines.
What?
My last tattoo I got
like a traditional.
No, it was a pus head hand of fear. It's like a handprint with the skull looking through it sideways.
Oh, okay.
And that's on this shoulder, and then on this one is the rip from the Pau Peralta skateboard. Yeah, look at that, man. That's sick. And it hurt.
Yeah.
It fucking hurt. Like, I remember, and I was just like, what are you doing, dude? And he was like, oh, that's how tattoo feel. And I was like, oh, no, that's not how the last one felt. And the last one I got in San Diego before that. And then I was like, dude, just go. And he was like, you want cocaine? You want acid? You want weed?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I do, but I can't. I'm in the Navy. And I was like,
Yes, I do.
Yeah. but so, and they were, dude, that dude hurt me, dude. And then that was my last one.
Yeah.
And I remember it hurting. So like that didn't hurt. Like,
it hurt like the last 30 minutes.
how long did that take?
It was like 8 hours, but
8 hours?
You got to approach it kind of different.
Shit.
See, for me, it was worth it because it's my brother.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
And mind you, it was hard to get
my
a good
stupid ass
picture.
brother's still
Yeah.
alive. So,
So you can get a good picture.
Yeah,
of
I don't need fuck him.
Yeah,
He
I
causes
did.
enough pain while he's alive.
I didn't have a lot of good pictures of my brother, so it was kind of
very
blurry.
limited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had to work with what I.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very blurry,
Mhm.
but it was the only picture they kind of really had of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of got to approach it
And
different.
that was 8
yeah.
hours?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
freehand that or you stenciled that on?
No, I stenciled it. Yeah.
stenciled it on?
Yeah, I stenciled it.
And then what gray wash did you use? Did you make your own?
No, I used Ralph Nonwheeler, his gray wash set.
Oh, really? Is
yeah, I
it,
use
who
his.
who makes it?
Pantera,
The band?
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I like it. I like it.
Really? I've
Yeah,
never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's hard to find, but
Is it?
Yeah, I always gotta order it, but I
Wow,
like
'cause
it.
that
He does portraits. The Ralph Nonwheeler, he's like
well,
like
what about like Nico Hurtado does some badass portraits? and
yeah, he
stuff
does
too,
good
right?
portraits. He just I like a lot of color too. You know what I mean? But Ralph, I think he's strictly black and gray, like strictly just portraits. But he's cold with it. Like,
So like when you see one of his sets and you buy it, like you feel like I'm gonna do a tattoo like him.
I mean, I feel like if he's using that shit, I want to use it too.
Like when you put on Jordans, you think you could
Hell
dunk
yeah.
all rowdy.
If
and
I
stuff?
was playing ball and I put some Jordans on, I feel like shit. I better dunk.
Yeah,
this
you feel
shit.
like you
I
can
better
break some
fly.
ankles, huh?
Something, whatever helps. Because I mean, I feel like he knows. You know what I mean? Because I'm new to this whole tattoo industry, so I feel like, man, I'm just
So that's
Whatever.
right. I mean, because you tattooed in there for how long? 10 years?
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah,
And that was a good hustle, though. Did you ever get caught?
yeah, all the time.
And what they do to you in Arizona? Right up.
Sometimes the cops, like, there's bigger problems going on, so they didn't really
Yeah.
fuck with me. They're just like, whatever.
Confiscate your shit.
They'd be like, let me get one of those tattoos.
Did you ever tattoo a guard?
He wanted to, but he didn't do it because his wife told him not to because she
Yeah.
said we're dirty in there. That's what she said. She said we all got hip.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I-
you know what, though?
And I was like, you right, a lot of us
you're
do,
right,
but
yeah.
I don't.
Dude, yeah, in Texas prison, that's what they give you that 3 series shot for
Yeah,
hepatitis if you
yeah.
want it when you're getting close to getting
Because
out.
they figure that we're tatted, they assume that we also slam dope too. So
Yeah.
they just assume we all got it.
Well, my celly was tattooing everyone. At one point, I had a celly that was tattooing everyone, and I saw the sterilization process on the toilet seat
Yeah.
with a paper clip or whatever they could find, a staple, whatever, and they would till they got sharp and
Yeah.
sterilized, I guess, whatever, and then they burned the spoon and into the milk carton, and then put some baby shampoo and then mix that into ink, and then they would do the tattoo. And he's like, "When are you gonna let me tattoo you?" And they're like, "Never." Like, I just saw what you did, bro. Like some dude just took a shit in the sterilizer, like right before that.
And then,
Like,
and then we're using socks to wipe it.
yeah, exactly, dude. So,
I was like, let me get one of those.
yeah, shit, I'm next, bro. Like, can you do my whole?
Put one right here. Put one right here.
Yeah, dude, my parents will love it, dude. Like, and that was another thing. I just didn't. My parents are still married. You know, just my mom was a teacher,
Mhm.
just me getting in trouble with the law and all that. You know, my brother being a cop and all this shit. I didn't want to go in there and then come out looking like I had been there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so even afterwards when I got out, like I got a couple of things talking to kids about being in prison. I did the Scared Straight program.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.